afternoon, Phyllis. How are
Good
you today?
afternoon. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for allowing me to record this portion of your interview. I really appreciate your time today, and I enjoyed going over your resume. You have a really great background in accounting, bookkeeping, AR, AP, billing, collections. I see that you have a little bit of HR, some admin experience, leadership experience. So why don't you tell me a little bit about your last position?
My last position was basically billing coordinator for Danella Construction, which did underground fiber optics for AT&T and municipalities. And my job was AR, AP, a little bit of HR. It was all the contact with vendors and subcontractors as well.
Okay, great. Thank you. So if I were to call and ask your leaders or your coworkers at your previous company to describe you, tell me a little bit about what you think they'd say.
I believe that they would say that I was an asset to the company. I did leave because of the distance to the office. I left, and a week later they called me and said, would I like to work at home in where I live? And that sounds good to me. So I went back, and that lasted until they lost the billing contract, and then that kind of eliminated my position.
Yeah, great. Okay, so that is definitely a good reference. If you leave a company and they call you to ask you to come back, I don't think that there is a more sincere form of flattery than that, if you will. So lastly, I would like to talk a little bit about an accomplishment. We already chatted a little bit about it, but I want to talk about it a little more. Tell me about when you were the sales manager of the year in a previous position that you had, because I feel like that's relevant because it shows how focused and how much of a hard worker that you are. So tell me a little bit about how you made that happen and what it was.
Yeah. Sales manager of the year. When you're a sales manager, you have departments you're responsible for. You are responsible for their sales goals. You're responsible for hiring, training, scheduling the associates that work for you. You have to meet all that criteria, and for the store that you're at, you have to be the best in all that, in all those goals. And it goes for a whole year. And you are what do I want to say? You are judged or whatever on a monthly basis, and you keep track of that, and it's pretty cool. It's not easy.
No, I know. I'm sure it's not.
Easy.
Yeah, that's a huge accomplishment. All right, well, Phyllis, thank you so much again for allowing us to record this little clip of the interview. Please don't hang up. We're going to talk a little bit more about some of the roles that we have and some of the options, and we're going to find you an assignment. Thank you.
Thanks.